Okay, let's dive in. We're looking at this device today, the Thor H-AC3-CMOD-QAM. And I know, that's a mouthful.
It's a bit of an alphabet soup for sure.
So, before we get lost in the model number, let's just set our mission here. We really need to understand how this little box can, well, completely change the game for professional video distribution.
Right, and it all comes down to solving that one huge problem,
Yeah.
scaling costs.
Exactly. Because with traditional systems, you need a box, a decoder for every single TV.
Every single one. If you've got 100 TVs, you've got 100 pieces of hardware to buy and manage. It gets expensive fast.
But this Thor unit, its whole capability is to take one video source, like a full HD 1080p 60 HDMI feed,
Yeah.
and turn it into a regular digital TV channel.
Standard open channel.
And that's the massive advantage for you if you're an installer or a business owner. Once that channel is made, you can watch it on basically an unlimited number of screens.
Right, using the coax cables that are probably already in the walls, and critically, using the tuners that are already built into every modern TV.
No more set-top boxes anywhere.
It's a true shortcut. That's why they call it a head-in-a-handheld. The secret is just how much they've integrated into it.
Ah, okay, so it's not just one component doing one thing. It's more complex than that.
Way more. It's really 3 major systems that used to fill up an entire equipment rack, all squeezed into this one small enclosure.
3 systems. All right, break that down for us. What are they?
So first, you've got a real-time MPEG hardware encoder. That takes your raw video and, compresses it.
Okay.
Then there's the DTV transport stream generator. Think of that as the part that wraps your video and audio up into a neat, industry-standard digital package.
And the third?
And finally, the agile RF frequency modulator. That's what actually pushes that package out onto a specific open frequency on your Coax cable network.
Wow. So if you're running a big place like a university, a hotel, or a sports bar with TVs everywhere, this just flips the entire economic model on its head.
It really does.
Usually the more screens you add, the more it costs. But with this, it actually gets more cost-effective. The cost per screen just drops towards zero.
That is the fundamental shift. It's built for exactly those high-density places.
But, the hardware is only one piece of the puzzle. Compatibility is always the real nightmare. Which brings me to that name again. H-AC3-CMOD. Why is that AC3 detail so important, especially in the US?
You've hit on the non-negotiable part. The AC3 tells you the unit has a licensed Dolby AC3 audio encoding chip inside.
A licensed chip. And that matters because... Why?
Because the U.S. digital TV standards were, they were heavily influenced by lobbyists back in the day and designed around proprietary codecs. AC3 audio was one of them.
So if you cheap out and buy a modulator without that license, the picture might show up, but you'll get no sound.
No sound in a lot of TVs, especially with older, stricter equipment like Motorola or Scientific Atlanta cable boxes. That Dolby license is your guarantee that the audio will just work everywhere.
That's a huge operational simplification. And it handles modern codecs, right?
Oh yeah, H.264 and MPEG-2, all the way up to 1080p 60. And another little thing, the RF power level is adjustable.
Meaning you don't need a separate amplifier in most cases.
Exactly. One less device to mount, one less thing to power.
Now, this isn't just a US-only device, is it? I saw it has different channel formats.
It's definitely built for global reach. It comes in 3 main flavors that cover, I think, over 95% of world TV systems. The default is QAM, which handles U.S. cable, but also most European cable systems.
And for over-the-air broadcast in the States, there's an ATSC version.
Yep, the ATSC format, it's robust. It even includes the PSIP tables.
Which are?
That's basically the data that tells your TV, hey, this is channel 7.1, and it's called lobby info, so it shows up properly in the channel guide.
Got it. And for everyone else?
There's DVB-T for terrestrial broadcast standards in Europe and many other parts of the world.
And there's one last little feature I saw, the USB port.
Yeah, that's a clever bonus. You can plug in a USB drive and either record the live input as a simple video file, or you can have it play a video file from the drive on a continuous loop. So it can also be a standalone digital signage player.
So putting it all together, what this means for you, the listener, is that this is basically a plug-and-play solution for building your own private cable TV system inside a building.
Total control over your video. You're defining what people see.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to chew on. If you could broadcast any single HDMI source to hundreds of screens in your building with almost no effort, what local channel would you create?
Would it be a custom info feed, a dedicated security camera view.
Or maybe just your own proprietary content running on a loop. That power to create your own private broadcast is really what this little box delivers.